Tonight, I want to talk about the movie Small Engine Repair. This movie is written and directed by John Pollono, who also stars in it. It has Jon Bernthal, Shea Whigham, Ciara Bravo, and Spencer House. So the tagline of this movie is 3 lifelong friends agree to do a favor for a girl that they adore. You're going to wait a while to get to that part. The movie has about an hour and 45-minute runtime, and honestly, it takes an hour and 15 minutes for you to really understand what this movie is about. So the first hour of the movie, first hour 10 minutes, it felt like a movie that we've seen before, but it was doing it really well. A man gets out of prison, he's trying to reconnect into his life. The difference here was he actually had custody of his daughter. So he's trying to rebuild his life after having served in prison and having custody of his kid and trying to do right by her and raise her the best that he can. And so from that standpoint, I got really invested in this story, and it was really good. It felt real. It felt like a real story. They felt like they were longtime friends. The chemistry between these 3 actors, Pollono, Bernthal, and Whigham, is amazing. It's worth watching just for their chemistry together. So before I even rate this movie, I will say you should watch it. It's a really good piece on showing how good actors can act. And I feel like it was directed really well up until about an hour and 15 minutes in. And even then, that part after that was directed really well. But that's the issue, right? It feels like it had this one movie that was going along, and then it had another movie that it was telling the story, and they just kind of bolted that onto it. Both of those independent of each other seem like they would be really interesting movies. But with them kind of sandwiched together, it just felt off. That's all. The movie is good. I don't want you to think that it's not. But it just kind of comes out of left field there. But the rest of the story that it tells is good. I mean, it is. That part works. So just understand when you watch this movie, it's going to be going one way, and it's going to kind of shift gears very quickly and tell a different story. But that story is still good. But because of that, the movie kind of took points away from it. But because it is so well acted, I have to give points back, and so it's better than average. I'm actually going to have to give this movie a 3.5, just because it is incredibly well acted, and I feel like they really connected to their characters, and that I actually enjoyed. So I do say go watch it. If you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments, because I would really like to get into this movie, because maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree. I really want you to tell me if you felt the same way I did. Did it jar you when it switched themes like that? When kind of the tone of the movie switched? And it's about an hour and 10, an hour and 15 minutes in. So about the last 30 minutes is this other part. But again, it still works. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I look forward to reading your comments. I will see you next time.